Hello everybody, this is Mystic Jen. I'm here with the April reading for Libra, Sun, Rising, and Moon signs. I am going to be using Smith-Waite Tarot. This is just a Rider-Waite Tarot. The Centennial Edition. It comes in this nice little tin with little petite cards. And I will also be using the Chronicles of Destiny Oracle cards. I would like to explain one little thing in case anybody has any questions. Instead of assuming that you know by what I mean by rising and moon, when you have in astrology, when you have a chart done, your rising sign is what they call the ascendant. It is actually what is on the horizon at the very moment that you are born, at that specific location. So like if you were born October 3rd, 1980, okay? Say that's your birth date. To get to your ascendant, you need to know where you were born and exactly what time. Sometimes it's on the birth certificate. Sometimes you have to ask your parents. But you get the ascendant at, if on that date, say you were born at 2:34 a.m. in Chicago, Illinois. So you punch this in, and there's a lot of free apps and a lot of free websites where you can punch all your birth data in to find out what your ascendant or what your rising sign is. The rising sign is what you portray to everybody else, your outward appearance. Your sun sign is your true personality inside, internal. Okay? The rising sign is how you portray yourself to other people and how other people see you. That's also part of your personality, but it's what you portray off, the energy that you give off. So that is what they mean by a rising sign. That's why when you see these kind of readings for specific astrological signs, myself included, you'll see readers say rising, moon, and sun signs. The moon is pretty much where the moon was located in your birth chart under what astrological sign. And the moon, people refer to that because that's your emotional side, your intuitive side, your creativity, that kind of energy. So I myself, I'm a Capricorn. I have Libra rising. I have Libra moon. So it's a double whammy for this Libra reading for me. And you may have three different signs. You may be a Libra sun, Taurus moon, Cancer rising. So you might be able to relate to all three of those type of readings. And they are general readings. It's not going to resonate with anybody. But if you look at all three of those signs and look at all three of those type of readings, you're generally going to get something out of it. Out of one of them, it's going to usually, in most cases, will resonate with you. Maybe a couple of them, a little bit from this one, a little bit from that one might resonate with you. So I just wanted to put that out there of how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards. And we're going to ask for what energies and what is in store for Libra's Sun, Rising, Moon signs for the month of April 2018. Okay, I'm almost done shuffling, and we already have cards jumping out. One of the cards is a card that shows up no matter what deck I use. Lately, a lot of people with struggles. It's about that we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands it struggles. It's trying to stand your ground. It seems like you feel like the world is against you. And you're left feeling like you have to defend your ground in a situation. Defend your opinion is another one. Maybe you're getting people arguing with you or something like that over an opinion that you have. And then you're trying to prove your point, and you're in need of standing up for yourself, standing up to your opposition. Like, this could also be in a workplace. And then what else fell out is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is trying to juggle, trying to balance things out. Twos are about choices and balance. It's also communications. But this is in the material world. Maybe you're having trouble balancing your work and your home life. Maybe you're trying to juggle two jobs. And it could be a literal meaning of balancing the checkbook. Okay? So, maybe this is a month where you have a lot of oppositions. Maybe some unexpected expenses coming out. Maybe you're trying to start a project and you're just coming up with all kinds of obstacles. And then you're trying to balance these energies out to try to make things happen for you. Now, you do have to keep in mind that we are in Mercury retrograde. What that means is that when you look up in the sky, from Earth's perspective, it looks like Mercury is moving backwards. It really isn't, but it appears to be moving backwards. They call that retrograde when a planet looks like and they consider it moving backwards in their orbit or in the sky. And that is like repeats of something. Okay? And with Mercury retrograde, I don't know about you, but like at work, our computers are going crazy yesterday. And I mean, I got booted out of the system 5 different times during the afternoon and having trouble getting logged back in, having trouble serving the customers, doing the customer service or the tech support that I do, because I do tech support. And everybody's having trouble with computers. Even some of the companies that called in for tech support on their equipment, they're trying to get online and download drivers, okay, I should say, or software, and having trouble, the website booting them out. It's like electronics going crazy. It is also things from your past reoccurring. History repeating itself. Going back, and it could be history from 2 days ago, or it could be history from 30 years ago. But it is an energy of almost like reliving, memories coming back, having to deal with things from the past. It's not a good time to start new projects. The thing I forgot to look it up on when Mercury was going to go direct. And what direct that means is it kind of comes to a stop. It starts moving forward again. When it's moving forward, that means the planet is going direct. It's going in the right direction versus retrograde going backwards. Okay, now that I've explained that, so watch out for electronics. Watch out. I will not sign contracts and stuff. There might be something that you miss in contracts because that's dealing with communications. That's written. That's a written communication. Now here, the next card that fell out is the Fool. The Fool could mean exactly that, what we were just talking about. Starting a new project. Now, I'm going to hold these 3 cards up, or I'm going to move over them. Okay. I hope you can see these. I'm trying to get them in the sight here. Okay. If you look at the first card and the third card, they're looking straight at the juggler in the middle. So, this feels like starting a new project, taking risks, and you're coming up with opposition. So it's not always wise to start new projects because you're going to have more trouble, more struggles as you do under a retrograde. You're juggling yourself. And the Fool is also a warning. There's a little white dog here. The sun is shining bright, which means say, yes, this is worthwhile. This is a worthwhile venture of taking this risk. But the dog is also warning him he's about ready to walk off the cliff. So, I'm feeling with this new project, if there's any contracts or anything like that, you need to be wary. You need to read the very fine print. If your eyes are getting bad like mine because I'm getting old, get the magnifying glass out. Get stronger bifocals. But make sure you read that fine print. Okay? And I would not actually engage in the contract or this project until the retrograde is over. After I'm done recording, I will look up whenever Mercury is supposed to go direct. And I'll put it in the description below. And then we have Judgment. Judgment is about renewal, resurrection. It's also karma. But it feels like maybe like something that felt dead. Something that was dead in your life. Something that you gave up on. It's going to be revived. This could be directly related to this project that you're trying to start. Maybe you tried to start it in the past. And with Mercury retrograde, this is coming back up again. But again, hold off a little bit before really engaging in this and bringing this back alive. But this is a good card to have because it is showing success. Okay? And things coming to fruition. Or, okay, I am butchering that. I've only had 1 cup of coffee today. Sorry, folks. And I should remind you all, tonight is the full moon in Libra. I already started feeling the effects last night. Man, my emotions were all over the place. I could tell you that. Acting out of character for myself. That's what, doing things that was not typical. And I could say I was a mess last night. But we have the Two of Swords here also. The Two of Swords is representing a decision has to be made. This could, and I feel it's about money. You're juggling things. You have decisions to make about a project that you're trying to get involved in. And this is not a warning. This is actually the card that you need to portray. You need to block it out temporarily. But when Mercury goes direct, you could take that blindfold off. This person is, there's the water of emotions right behind her. And that is, she has her back to the emotions, so she's blocking out emotions too. So that she is doing, this is very, has to be a thought out, you have to be very methodical with this project that you're engaging in. Okay? But the thing is, with that blindfold though, you need to take the blindfold off. It's okay to be guarded. It's okay to be at a standstill and not make a decision right now, because that is advisable not to make a major decision at this time concerning new projects. Things from the past, yes, you can make decisions from. But if you're starting something new, now's not the time. But you need to take the blindfold off and see things clearly. And watch the wheels turn. And watch for the timing, when the timing is right. And you follow that, and you follow those kind of advice. We have the Nine of Cups. It is the wish card in the tarot. A lot of people call it the wish card, your wish is being fulfilled. However, I do feel a little bit of a warning with this one too, is don't overindulge. Okay, but everything's gonna line up in a row perfectly for you if you just hold off for a little bit. And let's see what else I come up with. I'm going to start throwing some oracles out pretty soon. Okay, and we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant could be wise counsel. It could be somebody in authority. And it usually deals with your belief system. This could also be schools, institutions. It could be a clergyman. It could be a counselor. It feels like that these two people down here are going to this character for counseling, for advice. So I'm feeling as though everything's going to be successful, and but you do need to. You are going to be taking on some wise counsel with this. So, I'm feeling like maybe even a business consultant. But this has something about, I'm feeling maybe even going against the norm. This project might not be conventional. That might be where some of the opposition is coming from. Because people might look at that and think that you're nuts in the head. Until they find out how successful your project is. But it seems like I'm getting the feeling of an unconventional type of project. Something maybe even off the wall. That goes against what most people believe to be right, or what most people believe, would be the right procedure. It's like you're going to do your own thing, regardless what anybody tells you. And I'm feeling that there is a wise person who is going to tell you, yes, go ahead, you're on the right track. Screw everybody else's opinion. Don't let your family members tell you you can't do this. Or don't let friends tell you, no. Don't take that risk. Maybe it involves, like, you juggling two things. This could be your day job, and then you have another one, your side project, that you're trying to get in balance with each other. Maybe you're looking at possibly quitting your day job and doing this side gig as full-time as a full-time business. Okay? So I'm feeling that maybe that is where some of your opposition is. People telling you, no, that's stupid, and you don't have your income built up enough with your side gig to quit your day job. But you're deciding to go ahead and take the risk. Take the leap of faith. But just be warned that there is a waiting period. You do need to wait for the right moment to do this. And as I said, I will look it up to find out when Mercury goes direct. Spirit keeps telling me, wait till Mercury's direct and out of retrograde. Generally, Mercury stays retrograde maybe 30 to 60 days. But I'm going to check the dates. And this is the Bliss card. The Bliss card is about happiness, fulfillment. So I'm feeling like this project that you are trying to embark on, this side gig. I keep getting this glare. This side gig of yours is something that will bring you great happiness and satisfaction. The card is telling you that, yes, go ahead with this. Let me see. I want to see what else this deck has to say. The Butterfly Queen. The Butterfly Queen, she is about being free, listening to your intuition. She is very flighty, okay, and almost carefree. She almost reminds me of the Fool card, okay, and so, And she also brings change and major transformation, kind of like a metamorphosis. Okay, it's the butterflies. They go through 3 different stages. They start out as the larvae. They go into as caterpillar stage and bury themselves in a cocoon. And as their bodies melt away, they turn into this butterfly. So it is metamorphosis. It's like your whole life is going to be totally changed around for the better. So, Libra, I'm feeling like this idea that you have of what you want to do is going to totally transform your life inside on a spiritual level, an emotional level, in addition to a physical level. I feel you're going to be able to make a living and make an income out of this. But again, you still have to wait for the right timing. I love this deck, the Chronicles of Destiny. They just speak and so change is on the horizon starting in April. Or if anybody here is an astrologer that watches this, if you beat me to it, that'd be great, of when Mercury goes direct. Because that is the key to this whole spread. And there's the call. Answering the call. This is an offer coming. And I feel this is, for some people, this is an offer from Spirit. For you, or from Spirit, from the divine, from God, who whatever you call, the great Almighty. This is answering His call, doing the work that you want to do. I'm feeling this is helping people, assisting others, some kind of consulting. Maybe you're a tarot reader, or an astrologer, or runes, or maybe it's in dealing with counseling, or maybe it's business counseling, but it's answering the call. And this card is also going along with the idea of some kind of contract, this new project going on. I'm feeling it's a new project in a sense that you're going to make changes to it, but I still feel that this is something that you visited in the past but did nothing with it. Maybe just started a part-time thing. But this is answering the call. This is following your heart, following your intuition. So, I apologize. My cat keeps trying to come in my room, and I know she will jump all over my table with candles burning and stuff. That could be disastrous. Anyhow, this is what I'm seeing. And I think I might even take this one step further. And I want to draw from, I just feel called, this deck was calling me, the Energy Oracle cards, to draw a couple cards from this deck as well. This is a Hay House box, and it is so hard to get open. Hay House boxes, they're super sturdy. But trying to get them open, have them open before starting videos is my thing. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these real quick. I wanted to use I got the Shadowscape Tarot, but I kind of had an accident with ink with it, and there's ink on some of the cards. I got to try to get some rubbing alcohol and see if I can clean them up a bit. But I ordered a new copy of my Shadowscape, so you'll be seeing that next week probably. Unless I decide to bring out my inked up version that has ink on the front of the cards too, and some of the cards stuck together. It was a mess. But I'm going to do a video on that. I'm going to keep that deck and show what not to do when you're edging your cards. Okay. This is definitely a spiritual message also. There's spiritual thing in here. I am getting the instance that this journey that you're on, this project, this new start, has something to do with spiritual development. maybe holistic healing, because there's the door to spirit. Beautiful, beautiful card to get. Okay, the door to spirit. I haven't used this deck a lot, but it's a spiritual awakening. Spirit is calling out to you, just like the call card. It goes perfectly with the call card right here. Okay, I like to read intuitively. The message of this card is basically an offer coming to you. And you have to analyze and see if you're going to accept it or not. But I see this here, and I'm thinking spirit, a call from spirit. Intuitively, psychically, that's the message, a call from spirit. And it's funny, you get the door to spirit. Okay, door to the spiritual world. Okay, and it is about a spiritual awakening and new beginnings. And the door, basically, it opens onto the expansive energetic realm where new beginnings originate, and the orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world. And it leads you to a much deeper understanding of your emotional identity, the source of true value and power. This door opens and truly unlimited potential for change. This is the changes that happen here. It really it gets down into your core of your soul, the core of your being, and you're probably going to start noticing that your own intuition gets stronger, and it is connected with spiritual arts and deepening connection with the spirit world, whether with the angelic realm, spirit guides. Maybe you've had contact with your guardian angel, or maybe this is a time where you're going to be able to communicate with your guardian angels and the angelic realm, God himself. Okay, the spiritual presence is with you, and it's more powerful. And it's going to make you more powerful in your healing practices. And then now it's going to be the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration, the magic, the power of your true identity. So I'm feeling like maybe this visit from the past, I'm going to bring this card back out again. This revisit of the past. You started a spiritual awakening and you shut it down. Now it's being revisited. Maybe you're going to be offered a chance to be an apprentice under another healer or holistic healing shop or something like that, natural healing. But you want to wait till the retrograde's over because you don't want to start a new business. And I'm feeling like the day job and juggling your side gig for a little while longer, taking that leap of faith to jump in and just quit your day job and go into this full time. And holistic healing goes perfect also with this card. This card, people, when I started this, remember I said something unconventional that some people are not going to believe in. So the more more spirit is talking to me here, the more I'm feeling like this is a healing. Maybe not a tarot reader or anything like that, or psychic, but I'm feeling holistic healing. Reiki, pranic healing, the gamut, chakra alignment. We have energy points in our body that govern different aspects of our life, and also triggers things in our body itself. Like, for instance, our throat chakra. It's about our ability to communicate with others, voicing your opinions. On a physical level, you get strep throat or tonsillitis, irritations in the throat. That's all dealing with the throat chakra. And with holistic healing, aligning those chakras, if it's strep throat or whatever, it could speed up the healing process. Okay, I just wanted to throw that out there. When I say holistic healing, or laying the hands on, spiritual healing. Okay, that's what that is. Maybe you get laryngitis and you can't talk. Well, your throat chakra is going doing somersaults and going crazy, and you need to get that back in line. But that's just an example I'm throwing out. If a patient or client would come to you and having trouble with their voice or their throat or something, or they're afraid, they have a public event that they have to speak at, and they're scared shitless. Well, working with their throat chakra can help them gain that confidence to be able to voice their opinions. Okay, but this is the reading that I have for Libra, and I'm seeing things already resonating with myself as well, because with my moon sign, my emotional sign, verbalizing and needing healing and saying things that I shouldn't have, acting ways I shouldn't be acting against the norm with the Hierophant. This is just my own personal experience. I've been doing readings since high school for over 30 years. And, it's been on and off. So this resonates with me too. I've been reading on and off. And then I've been coming into this reawakening. My intuitive, my psychic abilities, my ability to communicate with spirit, mediumship. It has been growing so much stronger in me. I'm buzzing right now because I know Spirit's talking to me too. And he's talking to some other people too that have strong Libra charts. Okay, I'm done talking. I will see you in the next video. I just want to end it with, I want to do a video on chakras, chakra aligning. I am going to put something up in my Etsy shop about aligning your chakras, readings for that, and using the tarot cards and stuff in chakras. I have some other things that I want to go over too. I have a deck that I want to introduce. But I will see you next time in the next video. And thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, I know that messages pop up on my screen when you leave comments. I don't have the ability to comment at the time, but I will address it afterwards. Thanks and have a good day.